This morning, we're learning of yet another frightening moment in the air, this time involving a former Delta co-pilot who was armed and allegedly threatened to shoot the captain of a commercial flight. His name is Jonathan Dunn. The incident happened last year, but he was just indicted last month. Now, according to the Department of Transportation's Inspector General, quote, Dunn told the captain they would be shot multiple times if the captain diverted the flight because of a passenger's medical emergency. Officials say Dunn was authorized to carry a gun on board as part of the TSA's Federal Flight Deck Officer program. It was put into place after 9/11 as a way to respond to an in-flight attack like a hijacking attempt. Now, Delta says Dunn has been fired, responding in a statement, quote, out of respect for the ongoing Aviation Authority investigation. Delta will refrain from commenting on this matter, but will confirm that this first officer is no longer employed at Delta. Joining us now, CNN safety analyst David Susi. He's the former FAA safety inspector. David, we appreciate your time. Can I ask the question that I assume most people are asking because they've seen multiple events like this. This is probably the most dramatic. Is it safe right now?
Yes, it's always been safe, and it will continue to be safe. These individual incidents and happen next to each other, although is not a coincidence. I think there is an underlying problem that the FAA needs to look at, which is the fact that pilots are basically encouraged to lie on their medical application if they have any kind of anxiety or they're going through any mental issues at all. Because if they do so, if they say on their medical exam that I've got some anxiety that I'm dealing with, some minor depression, anything like that could lead to them losing their jobs completely.
What's a solution for that I think addresses a severe mental issue that might make it not safe for them to fly while also allowing them to continue with their job when they are dealing with something that a lot of Americans deal with?
That's a great point. And the FAA is a little bit ancient when it comes to these rules. But what has to happen is that the unions have to fight to protect people, to allow them to put the correct information on their medical and not lose their jobs. It needs to be part of their benefits package. It needs to be part of what happens. There needs to be a safe environment for them to deal with these issues before they exacerbate and become something much larger for them to deal with.
Do you feel like this is something that's particularly acute in this industry, in this profession, or is this a reflection of kind of, to Poppy's point, where a lot of people are at this point?
Well, it is. Anxiety is prevalent right now. We've gone through everything from 9/11 to now COVID, and then other anxiety that was not present before when the FAA wrote these rules and regulations. So they just need to update. They need to understand that times have changed. People are under a lot more stress, not just airline pilots. Anyone in a safety critical business that we're relying on needs to be able to deal with any kind of anxiety openly and freely and frankly, privately with their doctor.
David Susi, that's so helpful. Thank you very much. Good to have you.
Thank you. You too.